What is up, you guys? Alexander here with High Winds EDC, and this is going to be the third attempt trying to record this video. So yeah, let's get after it. Without further ado, or guiding the lily, I will be doing a review of this guy today. This is the CRKT Septimo. This is a very beautiful blade. I really like it. But before I do that, I'll do a pocket dump on the hip. I have a tail of knives sheath. Inside of that, I have a Fisher Space pin. I also have a Jake Hoback Radford. Awesome blade. Done a review on that. You guys can check it out. Back right pocket, you saw I have my gloves, work gloves. Keep my phone in my sheath. Keys for work. I keep hooked to my belt loop and tucked in the back pocket. Bandana. Front right pocket, I have my chapstick. Front right pocket, I also have my Wilhelm Leatherworks Bounty Hunter wallet. And then in the front right, I have Cobra Knipex pliers. Awesome. So let's get into the review of this guy right here. This is the Septimo. You guys are on a platform, so I'm going to try and make it to where you can see it. It's a very windy day today, hence the name High Winds EDC. But yeah, give you a little bit of history of this guy. About a year and a half ago, I was new to EDC. I hadn't quite made a separate page. I was still using my personal page to check stuff out like this, and CRKT announced this little guy. It was a collaboration with a gentleman named Valdez. That's his last name. I can't remember his first name right now. And basically he's a veteran, and his story is that he was in an airplane accident, helicopter accident, sorry, and he needed something to cut himself free, cut some friends free, and the knife that he was issued, or the knife that he had on him, wasn't cutting it. No pun intended. But yeah, so we're gonna get into it. I saw it and I said, man, that adjustable wrench would be really good for the irrigation that we do here at work. A friend of mine concurred, and his wife actually went out and bought this for him, which is really cool because now he's lending it to me to review for the channel. Really cool guy. Thank you very much. So let's get into it. We'll start with the blade. The blade presents itself in a 8CR 13 MOV steel, which isn't a great steel. And then it has a single serration for a seatbelt cutter. As you can see, it's very deep. I haven't been able to use it. And the reason why I haven't been able to use it is because this knife is really designed for first responders and military personnel. It was designed with them in mind. It was not designed for, well, I mean, it probably was, but it was not designed for like EDC carry, you know, maybe not the workforce or anything like that, your blue collar jobs. But that's why I'm testing it out for you guys, so I can give you my impressions and to tell you whether or not this is good to go or not. So the handle in the midsection here is made out of aluminum, and it has a nylon, like a FRN inlay here for grippage. I did find out that this is made out of stainless steel, the adjustable wrench, and it is coated with a PVD coating. And then this right here is really cool too. So here's the knife, seatbelt cutter, Tanto, American Tanto shape, which is a good shape. I like Tanto shapes. I think that's what sold me on it whenever I wanted to buy it. And then it's got a hidden compartment. I just popped it up from the back, so boom, popped it out. And inside that, it has a flathead bit. Reverse it to the other side for a Phillips bit. So that's really cool. I actually got to use this, and I got to use the flathead, and it works very well. Yesterday, whenever we were hooking up to our welding trailer, I was able to use this outfit to unscrew some of the hoses I was able to use this to change the flint. I was able to use the flathead to change the flint on our striker. And I will say, this is a really good blade. I'm sorry you're not looking at my face. This channel isn't really about me, it's about the stuff that I'm reviewing. So it's really cool, I really like it. I'm changing levels here so that way you guys can see me, and then I can show you here, and it's very comfortable. The deployment is really good, however it runs on washers, Teflon washers, sorry. So blade will flick out really nice, goes to bed easy. The ergonomics, something that I wanted to talk about. On this side of the blade, it has cutouts along the bottom for an index finger and the rest of your fingers. Your thumb comes up here on the bit holder, and there's a little bit of, I'm going to try and get it, there's a little bit of jimping, there it is in the light. There's a little bit of jimping right there, so that way you can put your thumb right here and you can cut whatever you need to. The blade works good. I was able to cut packets of Theraflu and a bunch of other stuff. Nothing hard use, because HCR 13MOV has been around long enough. You know what it can do for you or what it can't do for you. I'm not going to get into that. And then the bottle opener is the only thing on this thing I hadn't been able to test, because I hadn't been drinking very many IPAs this week. And whenever I open up a soda, usually it's a bottle of Coca-Cola. So I haven't really had a need for it. But like I said, this is made out of stainless steel. This part right here that holds the bit driver, there is a magnet inside so you don't lose it. And the bottle opener is made out of the same stainless steel as well. So that's a good thing. The wrench is probably the thing that I would feel would be gimmicky. Like, well, that's not that cool, or it wouldn't really perform that well. The first time I used it was to try and put a grease insert for our mowers, on some of the moving parts on our mowers, you know, where you put the little grease insert and then you stick your grease gun and you pump it full of grease. This didn't work on that. It was too large, and I wasn't able to choke up, right? So I kind of discounted it on that first use. But the second use was whenever we were hooking up the hoses and stuff to our welding, to, you know, our torch and everything like that. And that worked very well. I was able to close it, tighten it, and then whenever it goes back in the sheath or in the pocket, just pinch it that way and you're good to go. It does have a deep pocket carry clip, but it only comes up to the, I guess the ratchet system here, and this part of the knife, the tool, is sticking out. So what is this designed for? Could this be used for EDC, for the working class man? I honestly think so. Will it replace your Leatherman or your Gerber multi-tool or your, let's see, what else is there? I mean, honestly, isn't that it? But will it replace that? I don't think that's what this is supposed to replace. I think this is supposed to replace something like this. This is a Wenger Swiss Army knife. It's got a blade. It's got two blades. It's got a bottle opener. It's got a can opener. And it has a Phillips. And it also has a flathead. And yeah, I think that's what this, it's got a little file and a poker. So if you got to poke at something, this is what this is supposed to, this is what this is supposed to replace. It's supposed to replace this. Goodness gracious, can't even get it right. It's supposed to replace this if out of your rotation. This is a small set of adjustable, like a small pair of channel locks. And it's supposed to replace this. This is a Victorinox. I can't remember what model it is. This one comes with, you know, a small set of pliers, a Phillips screwdriver. Let's see what else is over here. I think that's the awl. This is a main blade. So yeah, I don't think this is supposed to replace your Leatherman. I think if you're a person who EDCs a Victorinox or some sort of Swiss Army knife or multi-tool that way, because I know Boker comes out with pretty cool Tool City techs and stuff like that, that's what this is supposed to replace for your EDC rotation. Currently, CRKT has them on sale, I think, for $52. At least that's the last known price. And is this a $52 utility blade? Is this a $52 multi-tool that I would buy? Yeah, I would. I currently have my Victorinox and everything like that, but this could easily replace that. And here I have this here too. This is all these tools that you see me pulling out of my front pocket right here come out of my backpack pouch. So you see, this is made out of stainless steel. It's a small little 4-inch crescent wrench. So yeah, this is what this is supposed to replace. So if you carry something like this in your rotation, or if you're a mechanic, and because that's where I learned to get one of these. The mechanic here at work, he has one. He carries one in his front pocket all the time. So if he ever has to take off a battery terminal from one of the vehicles that we have here, one of the fleet vehicles we have here, that's what that's supposed to be for. And so is this. So you could easily use this for battery terminals on your car, or small nuts and bolts. I would not use it for, you know, a 3/4 inch nut or bolt, but maybe half inch, maybe, you know, stuff in that small range. All week I will say that I carried it in this sheath, this exact sheath, because I didn't want to scuff it up or ruin it, because this is a loaner, this is not mine, so I'm not trying to abuse it. So it carries very well in a sheath. It carries just like any other knife. And then for the front pocket, I carried it all day today. Works very well as well. It's very thin. You do not feel it whenever you're moving up and down like that. So yeah, maybe I can get into a size comparison or two for you guys. So compared to the J. Kobach Radford, which I know not a lot of people have held, so it's not a very fair comparison, but it's what I got. So here we got the Kobach from butt to butt. We'll go from the glass breaker to the tip. The Kobach Radford is much larger. Sorry, I'm gonna have to hold it up pretty high. I'm gonna go ahead and lock it out, and then I'll compare it to the Victorinoxes next. Sorry, this is the part that takes a while, getting it sheathed back up. We got, well, let's go ahead and do these crescents. This is closed. There you go. That's for your viewing pleasure. What about this wrench, this adjustable wrench? So it's about a little longer than 4 inches all the way around. That's what she said. And then deployed, obviously, you add some length. That's also what she said. Here's it compared to your typical chapstick. EOS chapstick is the best, in my honest opinion. Next to Swiss Army knife. This is a Wegner, so it's on par, similar size to your standard Victorinox. There it is. So let's deploy the knife, if you want to call it deploy. Size comparison. This is butt to butt, mid to mid. So you can see the blade lengths are very comparable. Is it the exact same? No. And then, of course, this is the Victorinox that I've been carrying for a little while. I'm going to go ahead and pull out the pliers, so that way you can kind of see if you've ever handled anything like this. This is kind of mid to mid, and there's butt to butt. All right. Let's try the main blade on this Victorinox, and then I'll call it a wrap. I'll wrap it up for you guys. So there you go. There's your size comparisons for all of these. This is a very exciting and fun review. I will be giving this back to my friend probably today or Monday. And yeah, this has been nice. This has been a nice little treat to review. This is my first gift to the channel, for the channel, from a friend. So awesome. If you guys want to see anything else, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that good jazz. But also, let me know what you want to see. You guys have a blessed day. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. Bye-bye.